Unfortunately, this is not reproduced very sharply, but I'm sure you'll be all aware of the rules and regulations. The basis of the competition is to get the locomotive to do the most work using the least amount of coal. The load includes a driver and observer, as well as the pre-weighed passengers. The track length is 654 feet. It's an easy calculation. Coal used over load times distance covered. It's now 10 AM here at Blackgates. Half an hour ago, all our resident rabbits took the hoof and have now all disappeared. However, it's a lovely bright morning, a gorgeous blue sky, and no rain in sight. So we are all in for a very enjoyable and exciting competition. Visitors and entrants have started to arrive, and locos are being pulled out of their lockers. John Lockwood looks very busy there. No, he's just emptying all his tea out. John Bullard's electronic speed device will be used for the competition. The maximum speed allowed is 8 miles per hour, as indicated on the dials. One for the driver, the other for the observer. If the entrant exceeds the speed limit, he will be tapped on the shoulder by the observer and warned. 3 such warnings will result in disqualification. It has just been announced 9 locos will be competing in the competition. Each driver will draw a folded numbered ticket out of the hat. This is for the order of running. While we're in the steaming bay, let's have a look at the 9 locos competing. Incidentally, these will not be in order of running. Well, here we've got Colin Marsh's 5-inch gauge 042 Suite P. Next we've got Steve Bedison from Chesterfield. It's a 5-inch gauge 060 saddle tank. There's Peter Farrer from Rotherham. It's his 7 1/4 060 home side. Well, here we have Fred Simcock's 5-inch gauge. It's an 060 Speedy. Then, unfortunately, I've just been told Fred has acquired a mechanical fault on his loco, and unfortunately is having to retire. Here we've got Bernard Walker's 5-inch gauge. It's a 460 B1. Here we've got John Drule's 5-inch 060 meter maid. Next in line is John Lockwood's 5-inch gauge. It's a 280 class 02. Here we've got Dave Batty's 2.5 gauge Tasmanian 040-040 Garrett. And finally, the 9th loco. This is Tom Chevlin's 5-inch gauge. It's 460 Manor. The first loco this morning to start the competition is John Drule on his 5-inch gauge meter maid. John's total load being pulled is 1,894 pounds. Number 2 on the track is Peter Farrer on his 7 1/4 home side. Peter's total load being pulled is 2,078 pounds. Number 3 on the track is John Lockwood on his 5-inch gauge 280. As we all know, John is quite an express driver on the track, and a 42-second lap is no problem for him. So it's going to be an interesting time to see how John overcomes today with the speed limit being 8 miles an hour. John doesn't look too happy there. A lot of steam coming out of the loco. Yes, I think he may have a problem here. John is in trouble at the moment. It looks as though his superheater's gone. Steam's just oozing from the chimney. No, yes, he's going to have to come off. Number 4 on the track is Bernard Walker with his 460B1. Bernard's pulling weight is 1,546 pounds. Next to run is Dave Batty on his 2.5-inch gauge Garrett. David unfortunately had to retire on the gradient heading for the station. Number 6 to run is Steve Bettison on his 5-inch gauge saddle tank. The gradient up to the station also caught out Steve and had to retire. Number 7 is Colin Marsh on his 5-inch gauge Sweet Pea. A few sparks going out of the chimney there, Colin. Colin's total pulling weight is 782 pounds. Number 8 that should have been on the track was Fred Simcock with his 5-inch gauge Speedy. Unfortunately, Fred couldn't get his mechanical fault repaired in time. The last loco, number 9, is Tom Shevlin's 5-inch gauge Manor. Tom's total weight been pulled is 1,703 pounds. Well, it's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have now come to the end of a very enjoyable day. While Alan Drewell is working out the results, let's have a look at Bernard and Rex's B1 double heading.
Okay.
This also gives me the opportunity to thank all those who gave their support today. To John Lockwood and Bernard Walker for their excellent refreshments. To Alan Drewell, the timekeeper. David Batter, the observer. And finally to John Drewell for all his hard work to make this a most excellent and enjoyable day for us all.
That all right?
Well, I'm pleased to announce the results have now been checked and finalised. These are as follows. First came Tom Shevlin. The coal used was 22 ounces. He pulled a load of 1,703 pounds, and the laps achieved in the 15 minutes allowed was 12. Second came Peter Farrer. The coal used 32 ounces. His weight pulled 2,078 pounds, and the laps achieved 11. Third came John Drewell. The coal used 32 ounces. His weight pulled 1,894 pounds, and the laps achieved 10. Bernard Walker came fourth. The coal used 41 ounces. His weight pulled 1,546 pounds, and the laps achieved 13. The fifth place went to Colin Marsh. His coal used 30 ounces. His weight pulled 782 pounds, and the laps achieved 9. These entrants unfortunately all retired.